So we're going to begin the glossary, which is really in a way, it's a summary of the book with the key concepts presented in alphabetical order. So it may be that this is a useful way of, in a way, as I say, summarizing the whole book through the main ideas that are described briefly in alphabetical order in the book. Okay. C is the word cathects. Cathexis, Cathexis, was Freud's term for what takes place when what he called an instinct, for example, the sex instinct, invests itself in or cathects an object of instinctual desire. I use the term once or twice simply to convey the act of intensely investing energy in a person, idea, or image. The term hypercathexis means investing such energy in an excessive or fixated manner. So maybe sometimes we participate in a hypercathexis of the flag. When I was a boy, I went to a camp, a little bit of somewhat military camp, where I marched around with a rifle on my shoulder, and I actually was a junior NRA sharpshooter at the age of 7. I got a certificate saying so. Which with the rest of the camp was fine, but there was this aspect to it, and we had to take down and put up the flag every morning, and the flag could not touch the ground, and there were a variety of rituals that turned the object into something that I'm saying was this. There was a hypercathexis of the flag, so there was sort of a fixation of awe on this. I'm not to demean it, but striped piece of cloth that is an example of how I use the word. Freud used the word cathexis generally to capture how instincts invest in an object, as he called it. That was his language. Sometimes, a few times in the book, I use the term to try and describe that way. We grab onto something, fixate on it. Okay.
Is it also with people, with leaders?
Yes, you cathect a hypercathexis of Donald Trump. We're witnessing that to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly with Hitler, that was visible,
right,
where there was a hypercathexis of an authoritarian leader that mesmerized, participated in a collective mesmerization of a whole population. Again, caught up in the false self and in projecting an authority to ground the false self.